Hello, my name is Alex Berger, and I'm a CRM here at Conexio. Today, I'm going to provide you with an overview of the submission lifecycle in Conxport. Submissions are created by submitters. Submitters go to your organization's public-facing web portal, where they proceed to fill out a detailed questionnaire or form. Once this form is complete, it is submitted and lands in the reviewer's desktop. Let's take a quick look at an example public-facing portal and questionnaire. The public-facing portal is where submitters will first arrive when visiting your system. Once logged in, they will fill out the questionnaire and submit it. A record of their submission is kept in their account so that they can track the progress their submission makes through the decision-making process. We have now reached the reviewers portion of the submission lifecycle. Reviewers enter the reviewer's desktop, review the details of the submissions, and finally make decisions on them. Once a decision is made, a communication is sent back to the submitter alerting them of the decision. Now that we have established the submission lifecycle, let's take a look at the reviewer's desktop itself. This is the main view of the desktop. The majority of the screen is taken up by a grid. This grid is where the submissions are displayed. The grid's column headers represent questions that are a part of this application's form. For instance, organization name is actually a question in the form that a submitter must answer. Grid headers can also represent data the system adds to proposals automatically. An example of a header that is not a question taken directly from the form, but rather system-generated data would be submit date. Grids can be changed by hovering our cursor over the Preference button and selecting Choose Grid Columns. This brings us to the Customize Grid Columns page, which contains two boxes. The box on the left displays questions that we want to view. The box on the right is a complete list of questions and system-generated data from which we can choose. To move questions back and forth between the two boxes, we can simply click the plus and minus signs located to the right of the question. Once we have selected all of the questions we want to include in our grid, we click Save. The grid can be sorted by any of the headers simply by clicking on the header that we'd like to sort by. The system will save this preference automatically. To the left of the grid are the filters, reports, and shared items sections. In this video, we will focus on filters. For more information on reports and sharing, please refer to the My Reports video and the Reviewing a Submission video, located on the Conxport YouTube channel. Filters are the way we organize submissions within the system. They sort submissions according to specific criteria that the admin defines. Filters are created by admins, and reviewers are given access only to those that pertain to their responsibilities. This way, we only see the information that we actually need. The first time we ever go into a filter, we are prompted to define our grid. The Customize Grid Columns page will come up and we will have the opportunity to select our headers. Each filter can have a different grid if we so choose. Once our grid is set up, submissions will automatically populate the filter. The last feature of the reviewer's desktop that I want to discuss today is the submission status. The submission status is how reviewers identify where the submission lies within the decision-making process. All submissions are assigned a default status when they are first submitted. The reviewer can change this status by going into the submission's details, clicking on the drop-down on the upper right-hand side of the taskbar at the top of the page, and selecting the New Status. Once a new status is selected, an auto-generated email can be sent to the submitter notifying them of the status's change. At this point, we have navigated through the entire submission lifecycle. Check out Conxport's YouTube channel for additional videos on reviewing submissions and using custom reports.